Well, it's not quite hello again yet here on Saturday, May the 4th, and I forgot to, let's put up my light source. There we go. I don't fucking know. Yeah, I slept a lot. Oh, speaking of light sources, that's what I was like, there was something I was going to say when I started the video today. Not that it ever really affected in here, but I may have filmed in the kitchen today for a certain reason. So I thought it would be nice to replace the light bulb in the kitchen that's been going out for like 2 weeks or however, a week and a half. The one that was flashing. You can't really see it when I'm filming in here, there might be a little bit more light than there was before, because now there's 2 light bulbs. And I used Mom's stepladder that she uses for getting in the guest bed, because it's very high in the... once again, just like yesterday's Cookie Monster hat. I will show you what I'm speaking of, because it's my old bed, my old childhood bed, actually, and it's very high up off the ground, and this is what I'm using as my guest bed now. So Mom has to, you can see how high it is up off the ground, and then there's like the bed, the box springs or whatever, and then there's the mattress. The guy actually told me when I bought it, he's like, "Oh, I've got a shorter box spring if you want it, like one that was like half as tall or whatever." I was like, "No, it's fine," because that was my bed for a short period of time until I bought. Well, I guess I switched the other two. Yes, so that I was about to mention Buffy, because you know Buffy would jump up in the bed and sleep with me or whatever, and he kind of got to where he was a little bit older and he couldn't jump up in the bed as well, so I switched to the shorter bed that I was using as my guest bed at the time, but never had guests because my bathroom didn't work. So this is when I was at the house. But that is the stepladder that Mom bought herself so that she can get up into the bed. But the rungs are like really small. Like my feet are longer than that, so it's like, I don't know. I'm not always the biggest fan of ladders anyway. That one's not very high up off the ground, but still, like, tried to like balance myself and get up there to change the light, and then it's like, it has this weird thing here where you take the little nipple off, and then there's like there's still like a washer and shit, like holding the, the light cover on. So it was like, and I just kept having to like reach up there and like reach up and then crouch down, because I was bringing something down with me, whatever. And it was like, so I was a little off balance. But then I put on some my flip flops over there, whatever. My little, I guess I bought them as water shoes, whatever. I was like, well, maybe if I have like shoes on, it'll help me like stabilize myself while I'm on this tiny little ladder step, whatever. And it didn't really help. So it's still very, very like shaky getting up there or whatever. But it's switched now. So as long as the other one doesn't start going out, that will behave itself. Like I said, I don't think it really affects in here very much. I don't know how much extra light that's putting out for in here, but it is whatever. Any extra light can help, I guess. But it might be almost time to. What time is it? I was trying to remember what time I took my cheap Claritin yesterday. I guess it did an okay job. While I was rubbing my eye was a little bit itchy. I guess it did an okay job. So maybe I'll keep getting those instead, since they're like half the price. But anyway, we do have a question for today. I don't know if it'll be Star Wars related, since it's May the 4th. But let's find out. Describe today in 3 words. Terrifying, because getting up on that ladder and switching out the thing, I was like kind of shaky being up there. Incorrect, because if you watch the other surprise video for today, I was looking up information on a wiki, and it turned out I was on the wrong wiki, because a certain flavor of Mountain Dew, perhaps, has 2 different versions to it. One that was released over here in America, and one that was released over in Finland and Denmark. So there's 2 different supernovas, and I was looking at the wrong wiki, so I'm just confused for the entire video about why there's a disconnect between what the wiki said and what the store I bought it from said. So terrifying, incorrect, and I mean, sleepy is always a good. I was trying to figure out something, because I have slept and slept and slept and slept. What time did I say it was? It was like 3:30. Yeah, I just slept. Of course, I mean that's the usual suspects. I was trying to come up with something different, but that's a good fallback if I need it. Sleepy is a good one, because yeah, I think I slept until like 2 or something in the afternoon. So I was awake at some point. I did watch Chucky. I did watch the season finale of Chucky, so I got that out of the way. So I was awake at some point last night, or this morning, whatever you want to call it. And I kind of remember the sun coming up, because out of the corner of my eye when I was sitting here looking at the TV, I could see out of the corner of my eye in my bedroom kind of a light coming from the top of the curtains. But then when I would look at it, it would like go away, and I was like, I kept like looking back and forth, and then I got up and went in the kitchen, and I could see, out my back door that the sun was indeed coming up. So I guess it's one of those weird things, like you see something out of the corner of your eye, and then you look at it, and it's not like there anymore. You're like, wait a minute, what's going on? But yeah, it was the sun coming up. I was seeing it for some reason, more so in my peripheral than I was in my, whatever they call it when you're looking straight ahead at something. I don't know. So terrifying, incorrect, and informative, I guess, because I went from being incorrect to being informed about the fact that there were 2 different Mountain Dew supernovas. So now I know. There we go. That sounds good. And sleepy as a bonus 4th, because, it's the usual suspect. We always know that I'm sleepy, and I'm asleep, and I've slept, and yeah. Especially on a weekend when Mom isn't here. So, I don't think she texted me. No. Whoop, I should know that, because goodbye book. My book slipped off the thingy. I've looked at my phone since I woke up, so if she had texted me, I would have known. But next weekend is Mother's Day weekend, so I figure she'll be down here. I don't know if she'll be down here for the whole weekend or what, but I haven't really discussed plans. She was talking about going on a little trip for Mother's Day at one point, but I don't think that quite materialized, especially since everybody owes her money anyway, since things didn't work out. But, with me and my taxes and my sister and something else. But anyway, I don't think that quite... I haven't heard anything else about it since. So she's mentioned it a couple times, and it's like no solid plans seem to come out of the discussion. So it's like, I don't think that's happening. Even if it is, I don't think it's happening next weekend. But I don't know. But anyway, so yes, terrifying, incorrect, and informative. So there you go. There's your 3 words to describe today. Lazy is also a bonus 5th, I guess, because it's like, I'm not doing anything today, just sitting around. I was thinking about going to watch Tarot, that new movie Of course, I would have done it last night, but then I would have slept right through it anyway, you know. And the local theater here has already stopped showing Abigail, because I was actually thinking about, like, oh, if I'm going to go out and see Tarot, I might as well, you know, like, do a double feature, you know, do you know, Tarot and Abigail. But they've already stopped showing Abigail. So did it not go over very well? I wonder. I don't know. I don't know. Because usually if a movie's making money, they keep it around for, you know, because that was only released like 2-3 weeks ago, I thought. Maybe, I don't know. Time, I don't know what time is, so it could have been released 3 years ago for all I know. But I don't think so, because it was like I was talking about just a couple weeks ago, I thought. I don't know. That's weird. Well, I was looking up to see if they were showing Tarot in 3D by chance, because that was like, that could like tempt me to leave the house and go watch it in 3D. Because it looks like a basic horror movie. You know, kids do something stupid, release a bunch of spirits that come after them and kill them. But the character designs in the movie look pretty cool. So, from, you know, the tarot cards that come to life and the creatures that come out of them, they look pretty cool. So, I mean, you know, a visual feast, at least, even if it's like paint by numbers in every other aspect. But I did not do that, and I'm, you know, not going to do it tonight either, because it's like, it's kind of like lazy. It's like I get to the end of the week, especially now that I'm working 2 jobs again, and it's like I just want to put on pants and stay home. I was like, I'm not going to get out if I don't have to, you know what I mean? It's kind of just relax, sleep for ever, and then sleep some more, and then go right back to work. So, yay, adults bullshit. But anyway, so that's today, and then there's another video, possibly, processing in Corel at the moment. That's about half done. So there might be another video today. Because I think I opened that video by saying something about surprise, you know, so it's not so much of a surprise since this is going to be uploaded first, but oh well. You still weren't expecting it, so you never know when to expect it, I suppose. So, nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition. You're fucking right. If they were to burst in the door right now, wouldn't have seen it coming. That would have been a great time for that to have happened. But it didn't, because you don't expect it. It's going to happen when you don't expect it, not when you're waiting for it. Kind of like, you know, a pot of boiling water, whatever. But anyway, that's that. There will be more to come today. Surprise. And I'll see you for what I see it.